Валар Маргулис, дорогие мои, продолжаем проходить первый эпизод Игры престолов. Знаешь, как я отношусь к тому, что случилось. Я чувствую твою боль как собственную. И так добры, миледи. Конечно, Мира, ты не должна отчаиваться. Должна понять, что есть предел тому, что я могу сказать. Мне предстоит стать королевой. Иметь служанку с севера, которые сражались за Старком, это поднимает вопросы, на которые сейчас не могу ответить. Серсея сегодня заняла меня угол у королевской сцепты. Да, в общем, про тебя вспоминала. А вы чё? А я ей сказал, что доверяю тебе. Тебя нельзя винить за действия твоих отца и брата. Она требует уединения и хоть каких-то извинений. Серсея ждет нас. Я пообещала ей привести тебя. Я сделаю, как вы просите. Я знала, что я положи. Потакай ей. Скажи, какая она крутая тетка. Что ты пялишься, а? Справишься, я знаю. Ты можешь чувствовать одно, но говорить другое. Удачки. Прям кисла наша девка гоняет с этой прекрасно общаться надо было. Бес тут. Справишься. Отца некуда. Пошлите общаться. А чё вы все на меня так пялитесь, а? Южане противные. Леди Маргари, вы сегодня особенно хороши. Лорд Тирион, ваша милость. Позвольте мне представить леди Миру из дома Форестеров. Поклонимся. Девушка, знающая манеры, впечатляет. Давай. Дом Форестеров — северный дом, верный короне. Так ли это? Я хочу от нее услышать, так ли это? Твоя семья предана королю?
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
Меня не волнует, что она имела в виду, меня волнует, что она сказала. Я не потерплю дерзости от какой-то северянки. Эх, вам лишь бы поразосраться всем. Они не предатели! Старки — благородный дом. Благородный? Когда-то они были такими. Вот тем более они все почти. Твой дом присягнет Руси Болтону? Присягнет.
If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who have happily served that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they do whatever was necessary to save Castle Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Да, ваша милость.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Сучка.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Да уж, самая опасная служанка.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
Чем бес будет решать.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester.
И он решил,
Lady
что
Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier.
Была бы от этого
Until
в
then, be careful.
восторге.
This is not the
Осторожно,
north.
это не
King's
север.
Landing can be a nest of
Священных
vipers to the
Королевская
uninitiated.
гавань, это змеи.
Mira, I was worried.
А это кто?
How was it?
Как все прошло?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Все прошло.
It's more than a little
Хотела
intimidating.
это
I'd rather not
обсуждать.
discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating
потратила
arrangements
весь
for the
день на
wedding.
то, чтобы
Of
решить.
course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
Свадьба — дело муторное.
Sir Jamie.
Ой, сир Джейми, хотелось бы мне потрогать его белый плащ. Это распутница экая. Ой, она и с Оберином не прочь развлечься. Ну, он красивый. Страстный. Судя по тому, что я слышу.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future
Может,
husbands.
мы там мужей своих встретим. Хотя выйти замуж за короля даже не могу представить, каково это.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd
А
become
ты
queen?
бы вышла замуж за
He does have
Джоффри?
a certain look about him.
Только
And
не
he's
за
always treated Lady
Джоффри.
Marjorie
О,
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the 7 kingdoms. I
А
might even allow
вышла.
you to be my handmaiden.
И позволили бы стать тебе с ее служанкой.
Let's see, who else should we marry off?
О, господи, взрослые тетки в куколок играют.
What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Well,
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Да, королева от нас не в восторге. Даже Маргари утомила Королевская гавань.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
То есть не согласна?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Что?
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. You're right. Better to wait.
Мы вернулись к нашему Гарриту. Вроде Гаррит это. В волчьем лесу он оказался. Ах, что тут опять такое творится? Седьмое пекло. До стены не могу добраться. Кого-то прям кожу сдирают, похоже. О, это ж Руси. Болтон. Что мы тут? Только можем подглядеть.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the warden of the north.
Жаль, что он не знал, что ваш отец хранитель Севера. Теперь знает. Бляха-муха. Форестер Мороса едет.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Стоять. Будь мужиком, Гаррет.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bloody hell.
Да, парень. Это Руси. Тренируйтесь. Пригодится вам скоро.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
А как прозвали моего отца?
He was fair and wise.
Хочу быть таким, как он, мой отец.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone.
Вашего отца почитал почти каждый, но на это ушло несколько десятков лет.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed!
Ах, предатель поганый.
Quiet, thief. Eric, was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord, I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. No.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house
Ваш
is
дом
falling. We'll
разваливается.
never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it. He's a thief.
You can send him to the wall.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Mercy. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us
Что же нам с ним сделать?
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Что мы с ним
Take his finger,
сделаем?
thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Ни хрена себе невиновного.
My lord, my family depends on me.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die.
Ты воровал, блин. А что ты хотел, чтобы тебя по головке погладили, ёпт?
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
Скажите, Майнстер, кого нам выбрать?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Да, править-то оно так уж просто. Тому.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine 2 brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget, but...
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah.
Был сильным,
Someday,
но
I'll have a real
хитрость
one.
оказалась
But
еще
not like that
сильнее.
one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies. Talia told me what it means. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
Ворота. Большие. Железные. Жалко, что камерой нельзя крыть. Там печальненько.
Sword up. Swing left. Parry. Wrong. I didn't know.
Поднять меч. Херачить.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so...
Your words are wise, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
А, всем нравится. Рим с Лайком.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
Здравствуй, дядя.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
I must be firm. I'm not a boy anymore, and there is too much at stake.
The Lord's work can harden a man. It's true.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
I think you're wrong, Uncle.
You're young, and you still have much to learn. We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Воин. Все, братик, пошли. Знаешь, что делали Серсей и Джейми в нашем возрасте?
I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any
Я
more
не могу
mistakes.
больше ошибаться, если знаешь, что произошло с лордом Уайтхиллом.
Garrett being sent to the wall without
Гарреда
my knowledge.
отправили на стену без моего ведома.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father's gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it.
I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Ух, добрая сестренка. Дает добренькие советы.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage.
That's a clever strategy.
I do hope that's a good thing, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord. Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why
Мы не
can't we
можем
feed them?
прокормить
The
людей-то.
war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Да, форсировка. В войну никак. Мастеру.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Воина всё-таки.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Что-то не косо друг на друга.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
А, нам нужен
God
вояка.
be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
Еще как думает.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You'd gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
I will hear from my sentinel. Please.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! Although Sir Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong? You'll lead us into ruin!
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you, my lord.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Да. Всё решено.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Подумаем над этим. Помнишь сына мальчика, как он издевался над тобой? Я хотела вмешаться, но твой сказал, Итан должен принять свое сражение сам. Но когда Эшер увидел это, он не медлил. Он схватил мальчишку-мельника за шею, это был его первичный инстинкт. Эшер выбил половину зубов у бедного мальчишки. Конечно же, твой отец впал в ярость, но ты был в опасности. Эшер тут же отреагировал. Эшер не сомневается, он действует. Именно это нам и нужно. Эшер опасен. Непредсказуемо, его присутствие может помочь навредить. Иметь еще один меч на своей стороне всегда полезно. Особенно сейчас. Сейчас. Я пытаюсь сделать как можно лучше для нашей семьи. Эшер нам нужен. Итан, позволь мне отправить Малькома в Эссос. Прости, мама, но я не позволю Малькому вернуть Эшера. Он не поедет в Эссос. Последнее слово. Ты услышала меня? Я тебя поняла, но это ошибка. Я хочу, чтобы ты доверился мне, зная, что ты не один, ты Форестер. Мира с нами, и она еще может нам помочь.
Milady.
You.
Ты, грязный оборванец, как долго ты был здесь? Надеюсь, я не напугал вас?
How long have you been
Как
waiting
долго ты был здесь? Долго. Я шел мимо, увидел, как вы уходите из комнаты леди Маргари. Просто хочу, чтобы вы знали, я могу помочь вам и вашей семье, если вы доверитесь мне. Как я могу доверять тебе? Королевская Гайвань кишит шпионами, да ты, похож, сам шпион. Поэтому вам нужно довериться мне, миледи. Извини, но мне правда нужно идти. Не отчаивайтесь, я знаю людей, которые хотят помочь вам. Какой хитрый грязный оборванец. И черт возьми, Дункан, он должен быть здесь.
Fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
The gods haven't favored us, have they?
My lord, remember our words. Iron from ice. From that which seems hopeless comes strength.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber?
Сколько здесь дерева! Не хотелось бы оказаться тут во время пожара. Железный ствол практически не подвластен огню, милорд. Неужели? Представляю вам лорда Рамси из дома Болтонов, сына Руса Болтона. Хотя лорд Рамси и бастард, он предлагает...
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, shall we begin? We do not wish to waste your time.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this...
Какой же ты маленький пиздюшоныш! Только поглядите! Подарок для нового хранителя Севера.
Let me guess. Forester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
What do you think?
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton. Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say.
Что остается-то? Преклоним.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect
Ночные горшки-то вам зачем?
My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived. Our men are dead. Yours lived. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that!
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Foresters have been tending Ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace.
We'll bar the gates!
Too late for that.
Вот пиздюгу, блин. Гад, это Болтон.
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
Жалко тебя, сыночка-то тут оставлять.
Do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened.
Маньяк, блять. Блять, маньяк
Ramsay,
просто.
Please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Инцест дело семейное.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone!
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go!
She's quite pretty, your sister.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
Охренеть! Вот маньяк хренов.
Brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ублюдок бастардный.
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this. However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester, quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take
Stop
him!
them! Please! Ryan, please! Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan?
Скоты, бля. О, блин, уже в первом эпизоде столько людей перемерло. Ёкарный бабай. И дальше. Наша история началась в следующем эпизоде Игры престолов.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Вот так вот. Всем пока и встретимся в следующем эпизоде.